What? I'll say it. Nintendo sucks. You know what doesn't suck? Our sponsor. Line paper. Do you have trouble writing a straight line? Are people making fun of your handwriting? Well, use our sponsor, Line Paper, and you'll never have those problems again. Thank you, Line Paper, for sponsoring this video. Now, if Nintendo's watching, I'm sure they did not make it past that point and will definitely copyright strike this video. But this is an interesting one. As you can see behind me, I do have a lot of retro handhelds there, particularly the Game Boy. And while I love retro gaming, I do. I love playing the games I played in the past and the games I didn't get to play. Sad story, we just didn't have that much money, but hey, I do now. I have what is it? Whatever capital it is. I'm not thinking in economic terms right now, but I can at least, afford a lot of the games that I used to play. But I don't seek out games. I'm not Retro Rick. I'm not, Pixel Game Squad, where I'm not Phoenix Resale that does this challenge. If there's a good deal to be found, then I'll pick it up. And something that's been on my radar for a while is one of Nintendo's biggest failures, and that's the Wii U. And I was able to pick this up off of eBay for $100 with 4 games. And first off, $100 for the console, the complete console, is phenomenal. But the 4 games I got: Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Brothers, solid, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Nintendo Land. I don't know this one. It looks cool. Looks like a bunch of fun party games. But here's why I got a little bit upset. And I'll also explain why I'm going to be playing the Wii U in 2023. It's going to be a huge system for me. And it boils down to this. I have a bunch of nieces and nephews. One in particular comes hang out with me. He sees, the gamepad. He looks at it immediately. He's like, "Where did you get the big white switch?" He's 7, and if you found that pervy, get your mind out of the gutter. But he hit the nail on the head right there. This basically looks like a large white switch. And the games I got: Zelda Breath of the Wild, that was a day 1 release for the Switch. Super Smash Brothers, definitely one of the largest for the Switch. And dear God, how long can they milk Mario Kart 8? And so that got me into my head, like, wow, I've been playing the Wii U for a long time. It's just been a Switch. And that upsets me because it isn't really new games. Because I did a few Pokemon Scarlet Violet videos, and I watched a lot more of them. And they're like, if Breath of the Wild can be open world day 1 and be so amazing, why couldn't Pokemon? Well, Breath of the Wild was an old game that needed to be ported. It was pretty much built. It wasn't brand new. So I didn't really think about that too much when Pokemon came out, and then I found the Switch for $100. Again, great deal. If you can get $100 and 4 games for the Wii U, do it. Definitely do it. Pick it up. But, I started to give Pokemon a little credit. And then I started to think a little bit more. And once you set up the Wii U, it starts talking about the DS and the 3DS. And I remember one of the big arguments from the Pokemon company, from Game Freak, about why they couldn't continue on the 3DS was it didn't have the hardware to make a bigger game. Well, the 3 games I showed you, I don't know about Nintendo Land, but the 3 of the 4 games that I got are all the biggest hits on the Switch. Why couldn't they have made a Wii U Pokemon game? Like a solid Pokemon game for the Wii U that could have been open world and then ported over and better experience. It's frustrating to even talk about. It's tiring. My throat is getting sore talking about all these issues with Nintendo. But yeah, let's get back to the positive. I found a Wii U and 4 games for $100. That's huge, and I love it. I didn't think much of the Wii U when it first came out. We can talk about how bad the marketing was, how it didn't seem to differ from the Wii, but after playing for a little bit, yes, it really does differ from the original Wii. The Wii U, I love this gamepad. I typically hate large gamepads, but just the contours of it, I don't know, it just fits right, and it deals with the problems that the Switch has. Like when you have the Joy Cons in, it just feels flimsy. Well, this is one solid piece. What I wish was that it didn't have to be fully attached to, the Wii U system. You can't move very far from it, but at this screen size, and it's been a huge talk about, from tech YouTubers, like small screen sizes, you don't need a huge pixel count. It can be 720p and look good. And I've been playing Breath of the Wild, and it doesn't seem like much of a difference between the Switch and the Wii U. So I'm going to start re-exploring that, because it's insane that, and here I go again, that we pay $60 new for games that are old, that aren't even the retro versions of it. It's crazy to me. So if I can get these games cheaper, which is tough because they didn't sell a lot of Wii U's, and it's hard to find the games. That's why I keep hammering, like, if you can get $100 for the system at least, that's really good. Let alone this many games. Sit on it, watch, like I do. It's pretty big, and I don't know why, but I really feel like I'm going to be playing the Wii U a lot in 2023. It's right now my base system. Like, I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and I haven't played my Switch. I've been playing this, and I have another console that I need to. I got a 2DS at the same time as it that I haven't really played with, and another console that surprised me. So yeah, I'm looking at the game, catalog. It's solid. I want to see how the Wii aspect of it functions, because I got 4 Wii modes with it. This was such a great deal. Anyway, my nephew and I are going to experience it because he's really the one who plays with me. Long term, all the other nieces and nephew live far away, but he's ready to go because he loves the Wii, he loves the Switch. He thinks this is a great middle ground, which is shocking from a 7-year-old. So I'm looking to play it because I've only really played on gamepad. I've really only played on gamepad. It's weird with the Switch, like the OLED and the regular Switch. I play that all on TV, but Switch Lite, Wii U, I'm all gamepad there, and it's just interesting to see such a concept that failed at the time become so successful as soon as they switch it up. Ha ha ha. And like, this should have been more successful. This was a failure by Nintendo to market it, and I'm really glad I picked it up. I really am. I'm moving forward with it. I wish the eShop worked. Like, yes, technically you can still download. My biggest gripe is it doesn't log on to the servers. It doesn't. Like, games need to be updated and it just won't hit the servers. So that's a huge negative to that. But the negative is just it keeps telling me download the update. Well, you won't let me, so damn. Don't know what to say. I really wish I could. That'd be nice, but yeah, this was a solid pickup. I will be playing in 2023. If you can get one for a reasonable price, I definitely suggest you should do it. Other than that, if you watch this long, you're always such a great person for doing it. Love you guys. If you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe, get some notifications, and I'll see you next time. All right, have a great one, everyone. Bye.